Good morning, everybody. Rick here. Today is Monday, May 15th. Time is 8:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, computer decides to want to shut down again overnight. So, I need to check this stuff out after trading session. Anyway, in this trade, short 10 contracts, 49.51. My thought process is we're reaching up into this I zone, and I believe we probably have some fairly decent sized prints somewhere around this area. Right here off the 1.5 deviation line, just kind of looking at this wick off this bar here, and this is pushing on up into the 919 area. I believe. I don't know for sure because I don't have any footprints, but I believe I've seen this pattern before. So, and then it pushing up into the I zone, and then we're reaching the overbought area. I believe it's an ideal area for reversal sequence as well. So a lot of pressure overnight. I have no idea what drove all that just yet. So it's just been a busy night. It's $1.64 change on my platform anyway. So I'll go and do some research here after a bit. But I think we're in a safe trade to get into this first one. So we'll see. All right, guys. I'll be back, and hopefully I'll get a little more volume building up here and to be able to see exactly what I'm doing. All right. Be back in a bit. All right. Went ahead and closed this one at 9 ticks. Started pressuring. A little stall. Don't want to take no chances here. So came off at 49.42 right here. Wow, exactly on this bar. And stop sitting at break even right now. So we'll see if we continue to push down from this point and go forward from there. Be back in a bit. All right, stopped out here at 51. So decent first trade for the scalp. So I'm going to see what it does back up in this area. We got 8 minutes for this bar to close. My thinking is we're still going to probably push down, so I'm going to watch for a bit, and we'll see. All right, be back in just a bit. All right, short 10 contracts, 49.55, stop sitting at 60 for 5 ticks, 1 tick above the high, 2 ticks above the high, and look to pull half off at 49.45. All right, be back in a bit. Man, didn't take my order here and just got stopped out. All right, now I'm just going to watch and see where this pushes to. I'll probably wait for some more prints to go in here and get an idea if we're going to turn around at some point, which I think we are. So just kind of looking at the way the orders are coming in, watching the time and sales both on this one and then on my execution platform. So and then we're up here into the I zone now. So let me see what kind of volume comes in, and I'll make a decision from that point. All right, be back in a bit. All right, guys, short 10 contracts, 49.58 right here. I look to pull half off at 50 or 48. So hoping it'll penetrate to 8 here, 8 moving average, and stop is sitting at 63 for a 5 tick stop right now. All right, I think we're gonna get a break here soon. So it's really extended itself, $1.70 change, and I think we're gonna hopefully get a break somewhere in this area here. Looking at where the point of control closed at compared to this bar, it's not quite a cluster that I'm looking at, and need to see a lot more total volume as well. But I think we can at least scalp this one for 10 ticks, so we'll see. All right, be back in a bit. All right, went ahead and peeled half off at 51 for 70 ticks. I'm not 77 ticks. 70 be nice though. Let me see. Stop moved to break even now at 58, and we'll see what happens here. So bunch of chop just going on in this area right now, so I think it's going to break in one direction or the other. Ideally, it will start hitting short as we're in the overbought area now, and we're sitting up in this I zone. Still not liking these prints as far as a full reversal just yet, but we'll see. All right, be back in a bit. Okay, quick move. I had one come off at 38 and then set my next one that came off at 28 and it just came off. So I think that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 30 ticks. So 30 ticks locked in at the moment. Say I look to pull one off at 18. Is that right? Yep, 18 if we can get on down there. And then I'll make a decision on if I want to continue to peel or ride it on out. All right, short 3 contracts, 49.58. Stop sitting at break even. Still, I'm going to adjust it here in a moment. And let me set a peel point for 18. Okay, 18. Limit there. Okay. All right, we're in. So just scaling out properly now. Practicing risk management. Be back in a bit. All right, one off at 18 for 40 ticks. That leaves me 2 contracts short, 49.58. So hopefully it's short. There it is. All right. Let me see here. 08. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull one off at 08 as well. And that will be for 50 ticks. And then I will just let the last one ride if we continue to push down. So did not get these prints that I like, but with the point of control being so low on this bar, that's kind of an ideal situation as well. So this is just knowing this market, so nothing that I could really show on the reversal sequence for this one as well. So but we're in a good position right now, so we're starting to get some volume build up here. Is that that does look like a reversal sequence. It's at 25. Let me see what's at 15 and 05. So we might get hung up right here off of I believe this is the current day low. I think, let's see what is that, 6 o'clock. Yeah, the current day low. Might get a little bit of hang up around here. We'll see. So, stop sitting at 53 as well. So lock in 5 ticks on this movement. So we'll see how this continues to play out. I'll be back in a bit. All right, this movement stopped to 48. Lock in 10 ticks here. And still short. 2 contracts, 49.58. Look to peel one off of 49.08 for 50 ticks. And we'll see if we'll continue to work down at this point here. All right, be back in a bit. All right, so we're just kind of putting along. What I'm going to do is move one stop down to 38. Is that an area? Yeah, 38. To lock in 20 ticks. 38. And I'm going to leave the other one where it is. Stop. The other one's still sitting at 48. And I'm just going to leave that one there forever until something happens. I'm going to let that one just kind of ride on out. So regardless if we keep on pushing down, I'll adjust one stop and I'll just let the other one ride and see if we can pull 100 ticks out of the day. So 40 ticks locked in right now at 28 at 18 was my last pill point. And now it's just moving slow motion, so we'll see what happens. All right, I'll be back. All right, that was a decent movement. Got one off of 49.08 for 50 ticks. That leaves me 1 contract short. So what I'm going to do now is Set a final take profit at 48.58. Let me get this set up, and I will just let this last one run here. 48.58. One. And let me see, where's my stop now? I have two of them. Let me think. What you want to do, Rick? What do you want to do? Let's see, 38. All right, I'm going to close the one at 48, and I'm going to leave the one at 38. As far as my stop. And we'll go with it from there. Okay, one contract short, 49.58. Stop sitting at 49.38 to lock in 20 ticks, and have a final take profit at 48.58 for 100 ticks. So, and we'll probably adjust the stop accordingly at this point. And this is my last trade. So, all right, guys, I will be back, and we'll see where we end up at. All right. I had a reversal sequence set up right here. 49.10 lines up perfectly off of 0.0 in the zone right before we hit the one deviation line. So I thought we'd probably get hung up right around this area, and looks like that has been the case to a degree anyway. A little bit above it. That's the zone. We got a lot of volume sitting right here at 49.00, kind of this area, 49.00, 49.05. So we'll see. So I'm expecting a little bit of a push down, and then probably maybe a reversal. I'm not sure. We still got a lot of time, or still a lot of movement left here on with the stochastics. So we'll keep a lookout on it, adjust my stop accordingly. All right, be back in a bit. All right, guys, went ahead and exited at 08. 08 right here for 50 ticks. So that's what we topped out today. I got some things I got to go get done. And so I figured a decent profit, so I'm going to just go ahead and run with that today. I don't think it's met my goal, but it's still decent for Monday. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap up, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. All right, bye.